have with me here at the White Rabbit in San Antonio, none other than Long Island's Vision of Disorder. I want to welcome you guys to San Antonio, man, and to Texas, because there's been a lot of people who've been waiting for y'all to come around. Vision of Disorder has a pretty big following down here. At least it's getting there, you know, especially with the new CD being out on a major distribution. You know, there's been a lot of fans waiting for y'all to come down here. Why don't we start off, for those people who really don't know about the band, start off about, tell us who you are and what you do in the band.
I'm Tim, I sing.
Matt, guitar.
Mike, play guitar. Mike, bass.
All right. Hey, so you guys are starting to build a fan base with the major distribution of your self-titled debut, Vision of Disorder, but there's still a lot of fans out there who really haven't heard of Vision of Disorder. Maybe they heard your name, or they've heard about the raw live performances y'all give, because, I mean, that's kind of like one of y'all's major selling points. So one of the first things I heard about the band is, like, you got to see this band live. They're really intense. But for some of those people who haven't heard about the band, why don't we explain to them a little bit about what Vision of Disorder is about and what kind of sound they got?
Our sound is, to us, it's just energy that we release.
I think we just all get together and the five of us combine to make this one type of energetic, noise, whatever. We just, we don't really, I think if we were one band member short, it wouldn't work, you know what I mean? So it just takes all of us, and we don't really, we're all pretty much relaxed people until we get on stage, and when that happens.
You just let it rip, huh?
Yeah, just let it go.
Hey, I know that Matt and Mike jammed in the beginning, but can you tell us a little bit how Vision of Disorder came together as a group?
We just basically started in high school when me and Mike started playing with an old drummer, and then we eventually got Tim. And
Scream, when we got him in the band, he kind of just was like a singer that was just kind of putzing around with his own shit. And we had this crappy drummer, and we he was, a good friend of ours, but we ditched him and got Brennan, who's not present at the moment. Mm-hmm. And that's when we kind of really started the band, when we got Brennan, because he was just amazing. We really started making music that was good. And we played for 2 years without him. And then he came along, and that's when our whole, everything we were able to do, like Matt and I were just able to do a lot more things with ourselves. We weren't bound to a single riff. We were just able to kind of float around, and it just makes for better music and just,
Cool. Hey, Vision of Disorder came out with an album last year, self-titled debut, on a major distribution. It's on Road Runner Records. This is a picture of it. Take a good look at it, folks. You want to go spend some money, buy this CD. It'll be kick-ass for you. All right. There's a lot of favorite songs that I have on the CD. Like, one of my favorites is Divide. I like Viola. It's kick-ass, man. Why don't we talk about what you strove for on this record? I mean, did you take the same approach that you did on the self-titled debut that you did on the 7-inch still CD?
I think we just grew as people and musicians from the 7-inch to the CD, and it came out in all the songs. Came out in all the songs and all the different styles of music and stuff, so we just progressed. That's what I think.
I think a lot of people say the new stuff's a little bit more I don't know, weirder sounding and experimental than the old stuff, but if we would have had the time to do what we did on this record for the 7-inch, the 7-inch probably would have sounded exactly.
We never strive to be anything. It's just kind of what happens when we all get together. We don't actually sit down and say, let's be a little more experimental, man. That's what's selling or whatever. Whatever happens out of this band, whatever happens on that CD was all us, and was what just came out from being together.
So pretty much y'all look at it just kind of like an organic type of contribution, everybody coming in together, and what happens just happens, huh?
Yeah. It's
cool. I like on a lot of the songs like Liberation, I mean, lyrically, there's a lot of frustration really on the way the world is today and society in general. Can y'all tell me where feelings like that stem from?
This man right here.
Tell us about that, man.
That have nothing to do with the lyrics.
Tim, you write all the lyrics, right?
Or a song like that, it's just the way I'd be feeling that day or that week or whenever the lyrics came out, my views towards the world or personal experiences and stuff like that.
It's kind of grim right now. I mean, do you feel like the society's kind of grim?
Yeah, but it's always been grim. I'm not gonna pout about it. It's always been like that. But I think everything else, everything for us is going good. We're all happier people now because we're doing what we want to do.
Especially now, man. I can really see. I mean, there's a big buzz going around now about VOD. Explain to me a little bit how your association with Shelters, Ray Capo, and Super Soul started.
We played with them in Pennsylvania and also on Long Island a long time ago, and we were just playing us, H2O, and Shelter this one show, and he caught eye of us. And
First on Long Island.
first was Typo Negative in Long Island, but then we played, the more important show was in Pennsylvania. And he just caught interest and, you know, talked about it. He said he was starting a new label and wanted us to come down to New York and, you know, have a meeting and talk to him about it. And it just eventually turned into a demo that we did for him, and he liked the demo, and that eventually turned into the record deal. So
I guess he's not really confining the bands on his label to be like Krishna core straight edge bands, right?
he doesn't care about that. He just cares basically about good music. You know, he doesn't care if we're straight edge, not straight edge, you know, Krishna, any religion, any beliefs that he has or anything like that. He just for the music, you know, which I think is the right thing for any label.
Hey Tim, I have a question for you. I mean, on the CD, it kind of seems like sometimes there's two lyricists in there, two vocals on there.
Like what I believe I want to write about. I don't like to restrain. Like a lot of people take the views of the band by the lyrics, so I don't like to like be all caught up in one topic. So I also often like switch all different types of topics.
Even your style, I mean, the way you sing too, right?
Yeah, because I don't want to. I don't like to get bored, and I find another thing like the experimental thing was really large in that section for me at least. So I just pushed myself really far.
The more he can do, the more we can do, you know? It's not like nothing can stop us. We could do anything we want as musicians. We could do anything we want as a band. We could do a melodic part, a hard part, a crazy, anything we want to do, we can do, and that's what we strive for.
I guess his wider range provides just for a wider range in the musical aspect also.
Yeah.
Right.
The more ground you can cover, the stronger you become.
Cool, man. Hey, I want to ask a question. I mean, you guys are from the New York area, and y'all have been playing the East Coast for a couple of years now. Why don't you, in your own words, explain to me what's been going on with the hardcore scene and the metal scene, maybe if there is a metal scene in the New York area? Why don't you answer
Man, don't let me.
this? Don't ask you.
I think the New York scene has finally come to like this point where there aren't as many cliques. No one's fighting. We've come out west and we see a lot more fighting, a lot more cliques, a lot more people like hating someone because they're not straight edge because they are straight edge. A lot more like skinheads. Like around there, I think people just come to the point where it's a younger scene. Everyone's just kind of there for the music to have fun. It's a big scene, and that's what we kind of get the vibe from. There's not as many fights out there. And yeah, it was like 3 years ago in New York. It was kind of like it is out here, and I think people out here, I think will eventually realize that it's about the music, man. And just go and have fun.
What it's like out here.
Yet, anyway, though. I don't know what. No, I don't mean Texas. I mean like the West Coast.
Away from the East Coast, then.
Yeah, we can't say about here, honestly, but.
Southeast Coast gets a little weird, though. You know, Northeast is really what he said. Like, you know,
the New York scene, you know, the New Jersey and stuff like that.
I mean, do y'all feel like the scene is not as strong as it used to be, or is it stronger?
depends where you go, but where we've started, it's gotten a lot bigger. You know, real, yeah, tremendous now.
Well, back in the day, it was like more of a matinee type underground hardcore scene that was really strong. Like, but now it's kind of more of an alternative, a little more mainstream even, but it's still huge and it's younger. It's definitely younger. And like back then, it was like a lot of gangs, a lot of older people, skinheads, a lot of cliques, this, that. Now it's just kind of like a bunch of young kids there having fun, climbing in each other, kicking each other's ass.
Is there still a lot of venues to play on the East Coast? I mean, like I heard like the Moors was closing down and it's already gone, huh?
Limelight's gone. But there's still a decent number. Like CB's is now having Sunday matinees again. Wetlands, you know, there's a whole bunch of little clubs there in New York City that bands can start out with now, you know. It may not be the same ones that they used to be, you know, but CBGB, stuff like that is the same, but there's some new small clubs, you know. It's not as many closing down. Lemore's is gone, but we never...
So is the Roxy still around?
Roxy in New York City still around. Yeah, we're playing there. I'm up soon. Sick of it all.
Sick of it all. They're going to be here on Tuesday. So, I mean, you guys are on tour right now with Downset. How long have y'all been on tour?
How long? About 2 weeks?
2 weeks? We did 3 weeks. We did a week with them before. 3 weeks.
Has it been fun? Y'all guys having fun on the road?
We love Downset. No, they're cool guys. We're having a good time, man, yeah.
Earth Crisis also getting along really good. We did a month, before this tour, we did a month with Earth Crisis down the whole East Coast and up.
Earth Crisis is a straight edge band, right?
Yeah, straight edge vegan band.
Hey, so what does the rest of this year hold for you guys? I mean, are y'all going to continue on the tour, or?
We have, this tour goes until March 29th for us, then April 9th we leave for Europe to go with Sick of It All. Come back to Austin.
Black Sabbath reunion.
So y'all are going to go to Europe, huh?
Yeah.
That's kick-ass, man. I think y'all can really build a foundation over there. And the CD's in distribution in Europe, right?
It's not out yet.
It's not?
Today.
What?
It's not out yet.
That's crazy. That's because Scott told me it was out. Oh, well.
Pre-promotion.
Hey, man, well, there's no doubt in my mind that when it goes out in Europe, y'all are going to build a good fan base there. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this interview out. I want to wish y'all the best of luck this year. There's a lot of people that came down here to see y'all. And I wish y'all the best of luck this year, man. Much success in your musical endeavors. And I hope for y'all to come out with a new CD, hopefully this year or next. It'll be on the website for Vision of Disorders. And by the way, have y'all seen y'all's new website?
My little brother doing that.
Is it? Rudy or what's his name? Annie. That website kicks ass, man. The new one is really cool. It's badass. All right, this is Rob for the Metalworks. Check y'all out later.